want to take a look at some Cypher patterns that I got involved with, but it's not in the traditional sense. What I'm doing here is using the Cypher pattern as an entry to get involved towards the upside. I have a bearish outlook on a couple of these pairs, and today I saw some good trend continuation trade opportunities, and what I did is I used the Cypher pattern to build a case for entry to get involved, to see if I can ride the market towards the upside. Now, ever since I've been involved earlier today, I've just been in the green and the red, in the green and the red. I've been bouncing up and down. Yeah, we will get to the charts and take a look at what's going on. Let's take a look here on this sheet of paper and go through our pairs, and I'll show you what I did with the ciphers, and then I'm gonna call it, because yeah, migraine anyway, so not looking good for me. Euro yen on the daily. What do we got? 1 hour. Cypher, yeah, that's right. So what we're doing here, zoom in. So euro dollar, actually. So euro dollar, there is a Cypher in here, looking for a move towards the downside here. See if we can retest these lows. However, we may get a move towards the upside. And where are we most likely to go to? We look left. Structure leaves clues. Let's get my rectangle box in here. Like that. Look left, structure leaves clues. So we got support, 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 and then we get a breakthrough all the way towards the downside there. Market just continues to roll off. Then we're most likely to see what? The market moving towards the upside. We're most likely to move back to. Look left, structure. So we're going to move towards the downside, and then we're looking for a potential move towards the upside. And we also have this confirmation of a double bottom there. Anyway, euro yen 1 hour potential Cypher. So euro yen 1 hour potential Cypher trade here. Why is it potential? Because we're waiting for the CD completion right here, and if we get, remember, everything is in if-then syntax. If we get a move towards the downside, completing our D point at the 786, then we can look to buy it up here, because price action would have completed our Cypher pattern and we are inside the buy zone. That's why. So again, if we get a move towards the downside to the D point completion at the 786, we're looking for something like this. Bring on our dealer thing here. So I've got targets at the 382, entries right here, stops at the 313, like that. It's always an inverse risk to reward, around 0.8. That's just what the Cypher is. And then we copy and paste this. Why do we continue to trade it if the risk reward is not too good? Well, because it has a high turnover rate. What does that mean in business? It means that it produces more than it loses, right? So we continue to trade it. Let's move our targets up here. So potential move towards the downside. We get involved at the 786. we front run our orders, our limit orders, to account for the spread, okay? And then we might get a potential move towards the upside here. Or what happens? A moment to contemplate that while I drink my incredible hot coffee. And it fogs up my glasses. Right. We are either going to hit targets here, or the market continues to roll over and hit our stops, right? But your job is done. As soon as you identify the trade, and as soon as you put the limit orders in, and as soon as price action hits your limit order, and then you're involved, your analysis, essentially, your hard work is finished. And then you let the market do its thing. Because once the trade goes on, that's it. All you have to do, because, you know, we're pattern traders, all you have to do is roll the fibs and adjust the fib levels. Because we need to adjust targets. That's it. Your job is done. Other than trade management. But yeah. After that, price action either does one or two things. It hits your targets or it stops you out. Either way, doesn't matter. Because it was a good trade. And the definition of a good trade is it followed your rules. Yes, I wasn't involved in this trade. I did miss that because I was busy, and you know what that is? My mentor used to say them the breaks. But that is what happens. Sometimes you can get caught up doing things, and this is why it's really important to stick to a routine. Because this happens. And missing trades can actually be devastating to the point where you needed these to trade out of a drawdown. But now, because you missed a couple of the trades, you don't get out of the drawdown. Right? Then you find other pattern opportunities, other trade opportunities. You get involved in them, and they hit your stop again. So, you know, it's crucial to capture every single trade that you can within your time frame. It's very different when you're asleep. I understand that. I get that. But in your trading time frame, in your session, which mine would be a Tokyo session, right? Because I'm oceanic here in Australia. It's crucial to sit here and capture every single trade. Again, because of the reasons why I just stated. It can be severely devastating to miss these trades. That trade would have gotten you out of a drawdown, would have gotten you to break even perhaps, would have gotten you into new equity highs. Doesn't matter. You miss the trade opportunity, and then you find the next trade opportunity, you get involved in that. It's a ghost. You get involved in that, and that loses. That can be very damaging to you psychologically. Because now you have to go through that emotion of, oh, should have did this, should have did that. This would have happened, that would have happened. I could have done this, I could have done that. I would have been here and I wouldn't be there. Damn it. And then you start to revenge trade, and that's devastating in itself, because sooner or later you may increase your position size to try and play catch up with the market. So now you're chasing pips, and then we all know how that ends, and it's not good. Yeah, so it can be very damaging, detrimental to your trading. So please, like what I just did here, yeah, missing this is going to be very costly, because the next opportunities that I get involved with, like the ones I'm currently in now, could end up being losers. But you know, that's the game that we're in. This is what we got to play, and we only have a slight edge. So with that slight edge, please make sure, learn from my mistake today. Please make sure that you're capturing every single trade as much as possible, because this cannot happen. No, I'm trying to be a little bit entertaining as well at the same time, but yeah, that's a serious takeaway from today's session, is make sure that you capture every single trade possible, because yeah, the things that I've currently outlined of critical importance. So miss that about 100 pips to the balance of our what could have been, right? Our equity. But we don't trade in emotional behavior, reactions. We respond to the market. Aussie dollar is next. What else? Yeah, Aussie dollar. 15-minute actually. Okay, so it's going good, going good. My targets are around here. 382 for target 1. And then 618 for target 2. So looking good here. So what I'll do is roll our stops here, because stops would have been, if you just heard that, we hit target. So that's really good. Our stops are at the 113. So what we're going to do here is roll our stops to 786. Like this. And then see if we can get a move towards the upside a little bit further, because we want to take out the 618. Now, what I was saying earlier at the start of the session is you can use these Cypher trades as an entry for a trend continuation trade. So if you have a starting point down here, like this, and price action moving up, and then we get a pullback, and then we get another move up, we get a pullback, another move up, we get a pullback. We can look for, right here is bearish rotation. We can look for a follow-on towards the upside to retest these highs right here, and then potentially a trend following all the way to next structure looking left towards the upside. So you can use Cypher patterns as a case for entry to get long in a trend continuation trade. So Aussie dollar, Kiwi yen. So target 1 is good, and this one is good too. Yeah, so that's pretty much correlation right there. Again, 786 is the entries. Why did I draw it that way? 786 is the entries right here. Stops at the 113, and then we've got target 1 at 382, target 2 at 618. Now, wasn't much in the way of profits for targets on the Kiwi yen. So that trend continuation trade is the one where my first targets are at 786 around here. Okay, so I use the Cypher entry in the trend continuation move towards the upside on the Kiwi yen. 15-minute, yes, Cypher live. My little notes there. Yes, so target 1 is at the 786 here. Just straighten that up. To retest the highs, I'm not getting greedy with it. Here's the highs here. So I want to front run right there. And then I've got a Fibonacci extension right here from this leg. Make sure I draw it from the X leg right here. And I'm looking at a 127 Fibonacci extension here. Like this. So target 2 would be right here. Just below my 127 Fibonacci extension. Right there. Yeah, so Aussie dollar, as you heard, hit target, which is really good. And probably my euro. Oh no. Yeah. What is it? Euro yen. Waiting for price action to move down here. Okay. Kiwi yen. Yeah. Let's see if we can get a move towards the upside here for our trend continuation trade. And we use the Cypher trade as an entry, still following our trade rules. And we're in a really good position to do so. Aussie dollar, rolling stops to, well, it's automatic anyway. You can do scripts for that. And those have been rolled to break even. So let's see if we can get a move to target 2 on that one as well. Yeah, not a big session today. Just wanted to go over some of the trade ideas that I'm currently involved with. I didn't want to sit this one out just because I had a migraine. I want to push through it a little bit and make sure that I get today's session out to you. So you can watch it in your own free time. Well, for those of you who are live with me, thank you so much. I am appreciative of that. I'm grateful to spend time with you every single day. And those of you who are in the other parts of the world, I will get this replay out to you through email shortly. Yeah. Okay, but until tomorrow, is that it? Had an invalid Cypher trade here on this one. But, you know, we still had price action move towards the upside here. I was looking at something like this. I was looking at something like that, but it's not valid. This one's not valid anyway because, well, you can't really see it on this chart. Because right here is the, I'll draw it so you can see it. Oops. Yeah. So the top of this is the 1414 and the bottom of this is the 127. And you can see up here that price action is closed above the 1414. So even if we get price action moving towards the downside, cannot get involved here at all because the Cypher is invalid. So do watch that because some people don't and then they get involved and it is an invalid trade. So Kiwi yen, yeah, we'll end the stream here and I'll get this out to you guys right now. But I'll be live tomorrow because that is what we do every single day. We do the London live trading room. Thank you so much for being here. Until tomorrow, be safe, enjoy life. I'll talk to you soon.